So you found your sobriety and your sexuality, hand in hand came together.
Yes, pretty
What
much,
an
yeah.
interesting time.
Yeah, and so
What did you get jailed for in the end?
well, so my first charge was saying, unseemly words up the lesos on the march, so that but we
Up
got
the
yeah,
lesos.
but that charge was dropped because of all the political action we took. But there were a couple of other ones. There was a Right to Light rally a couple of weeks after that, and I got, these lovely Christians, I got completely bashed by them because it was in a book we just spoke up and were
Gosh.
about abortion, and I never paid the fine for that.
Mm.
That's why I went to jail, because back
Yeah.
then, they'd just come round and grab you if you hadn't paid the fine, and I hadn't paid the fine. I didn't have the money. It was,
Wow.
look, $75. That's probably about $700, $1,000 now. I didn't have the money, but I didn't
Yeah.
wanna pay. I was very belligerent. So they said, "You've gotta go to jail for 4 days." So I did, and I never wanna go back there again. It was horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
but gee, you've really
Another
paved the way for your community, now, and we're coming up to Mardi Gras in a couple of
We
weeks,
are
aren't we?
indeed, yes, we are indeed. I always so this Sunday is the fair day, and I always go to our 78 tent, and I'm always increasingly younger and younger. I'll say queer for want of the whole alphabet or identification, but
Yes.
we get a lot of young people coming into the tent. Sometimes they're like 14 or 15, and they come from out west or out in the country, and they want to hug us, and they come in holding hands
Oh,
and wearing weird clothes, but then we will wear clothes, and they just say thank you, and I just think that's where I love it, is
yeah,
that not everywhere, like, I know it's worse in the country, uh, but there's more. You can get married if you want now, you can hold your hands, you can be who you are, and for me, one of the things I've learnt in, continuing working on my recovery is, there's a saying that says, "To thine own self be true." It sounds really cliched, but it absolutely that's I've learned to be true to myself, no matter what that is. And if other people can be
yeah,
true to themselves, especially in that queer space, it really makes my heart flutter, because I just think if that's what's happened, it's worth it. And the next generation will do
yeah.
something. Who knows what they'll do? I don't know. I won't be around, but we're handing the baton over, really.
Mm.
But yeah, we're really respected, and I
Yeah.
love that.
And hopefully similar to this conversation as well, Kate, we're talking about sobriety and recovery and
Yeah,
passing the message of hope on.
yeah.